across Southeast Asia?
First of all, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming over this afternoon, making time. Thank you for Netflix for hosting this event. I'm excited kasi matagal kong kakantuan si Dong every time when we talk about like regional thing, ganyan, like sabi ko, I think the Southeast Asia should act like an EU na tulungan tayo. It took me a while before I started traveling to Southeast Asia. Medyo mas yung malalayo mo na tinitingnan ko. I see them like, when I see them, there are brothers, these Indonesians, mga Thai. Sabi, these are our people. So I'm so excited na mapanood rin nila yung ginagawa natin dito. To familiarize them with our culture. The same way we familiarize ourselves with other cultures when we watch shows from their countries. I think it's about time that we do this more often on a regular basis, just so we get to know each other and we tend to like each other more and we do things together. So I think this is the first step. Hopefully, we start also doing bigger projects together as a region. So I can't be more confident right now.
Congratulations in advance, Direk. Next question is for Kuya Dong. Kuya Dong, at the same event, you mentioned that portraying the role of Atoy Padua has been an interesting experience as a performer because of the double life he leads. Quoting you, ang daming mga characters na pinaglalaroan. What has been the most fulfilling and challenging parts of portraying Atoy?
Fulfilling, sa challenging muna. Pero una magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Salamat at nandito kayo para sa Mastercard. And Netflix, thank you for hosting this. Yung challenging part doon ay yung pagpasok ko sa iba't ibang klase mga characters. Kasi syempre, yung itsura nun, may mga clown na character, may clown na isang Cuban na mafia, meron pang isang madre, nakita nyo naman kanina. So physically, medyo challenging siya, but at the same time, sobrang fun niya gawin. Kasi ito yung bagay na hindi ko pa nagawa kahit kailan pa sa mga ginagawa ko sa television. And much more, ngayon na ipapalabas pa siya sa Southeast Asia through Netflix. This is something that really excites me. Yes, it's challenging, but at the same time, it's also very rewarding. And with regards to yung isa naman, yung parang mas fulfilling, wala na mas fulfilling pa sa character ni Atoy. Kapag ako'y si Atoy, the master cutter or the tailor, para sa akin, it's very fulfilling because yung shop ni Atoy, si Mang Delphine's Tailoring, ay situated sa Baclaran. Napakagandang community ng Baclaran kung saan kami nagsushooting. In fact, doon lumaki si Direk Dominic Zapata.
Hindi naman ako masyadong lumaki.
Pero doon siya talaga hanggang ngayon nagsaserve sa simbahan sa Baclaran. So very familiar siya doon sa lugar na yun. And masaya kami na i-share niya sa amin yung community yun. At makikita niyo later on in the series how fun, how colorful, and how full of character the place is. And much more if you get to meet the characters. Nandun sina Polo, Ravales, sina John Fair, sina Rio Locsin, sina Joey Marquez. Napakaraming mga makukulay na karakter na bumubuo nung Barangay Tabang Lupa. Yun kasi yung tawag namin doon sa series, yung Barangay Tabang Lupa. So para sa akin, very fulfilling siya kasi si Atoy as a character and as the tailor and as the master cutter, nakakasalamuhan niya lahat ng mga characters na ito. Bukod siyempre sa character ni Shena, sa character ni Max, ni Paolo at saka ni Joe Berry. I get to, natatahi ko yung buhay nila in one way or another. And to me, that's very fulfilling kasi I get to experience these characters. I get to experience being these characters. Nalalaman ko yung kwento nila. Nalalaman ko kung ano yung mahalaga sa buhay nila. In fact, kaya kami naging close dahil si Atoy ay mahilig tumulong sa mga nawawala. Hinahanap niya yung mga bagay at taong nawawala sa mga taong malapit sa kanya. So kaya naging close kami within the community.
Kuya Dong, konting salita pa lang, konting kwento pa lang, nakaka-excite at nakakabitin. Thank you so much, Kuya Dong. Next is for Miss Max, Kuya Pao, Miss Jo, and Shena. We're ecstatic to learn more about your roles in the Master Cutter. Please introduce the characters you're playing, and let's start with Miss Max.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. We're so excited I play Elaine, isa siyang preschool teacher na nakatira sa isla. And she loves the simple life kasi galing siya sa very complicated na past. And pumunta siya sa isla to forget about everything. Doon niya nakilala si Atoy, played by Lindo. And they have this, they have something like pulling them together, this attraction because of what they've been through in the past. They have like this trauma bond, kumbaga. And I think that's why you get to see later on that they both don't trust each other and they're both keeping so many secrets from each other. And my character is actually very secretive here, so malalaman niya yan in a bit.
Next, Kuya Pao.
Ako dito si, pwede bumati kayo lahat eh. Kumusta po kayo? Salamat po sa pagpunta ng lahat dito. Ako po si Red Regalia, ang anak ng leader ng lahat ng kasamaan sa show. At mas gusto kong maging mas masama sa aking tatay na si Dimitri, played by Tito Tonton Gutierrez. Malaki ang galit ko kay Atoy because dahil siya yung nagtahi ng damit ni Max na yun. At mali. Pero ako yung pinakamasamang kalaban ni Atoy because so, chinecheck ko lang po kung ano hindi po pwede i-spoil. So, basta malaki lang po yung galit ko kay Atoy kasi galit lang po ako sa mundo talaga. So, yan po ang aking asawa ko dito si Max Eigenman and I'm just the baddest human being in the show.
Thank you, Kuya Pao. Miss Jo?
Hello po sa inyong lahat. Ang character ko po dito ay si Ame, isang dating social worker na matututong tumiskarte sa kalye to survive. At ako din po yung magiging guardian ni Ipiang. At nagiging katulong din ni Atoy sa ilan sa mga missions niya pag napunta na siya sa pulyan ni Atoy. At may konting crush din po siya kay Atoy.
Bata-bata, ganyan ka? Ang batang to?
Thank you, Miss Jo. Shena, your turn.
Ibiang is an 8-year-old street smart girl who has a sharp tongue. She is loyal and protective, especially towards her guardian Ate Ame. And she does odd jobs, petty thief scams, to make a living through it. And until her life changes when she meets Atoy, who becomes a reliant father figure. Now she discovers what it means to be seen, to be safe, and to fight for her future.
You're so good, Shena.
Itatagalog mo po niyan eh. Tagalog.
Thank you, everyone. And with that, let's move to some questions from our friends in the media. First question is for Kuya Dong, and it's from GMA News Online. What made you say yes to the Master Cutter, and how is it different from your other projects?
Well, I think there's no reason to say no if you are given such a beautiful project like this. Lalo na kasama mo ang napakahusay na cast. How I wish na na-meet rin sila, sila Kuya Don. We're such a huge cast. One of the biggest cast yata na nakakasama ko sa entire career ko. And of course, under the leadership of Direk Dominic. Pero at the heart of the story, more than the spectacle and more than the action scenes that you will be seeing, yung pusok talaga ng kwento. And I think it's all about a modern family story. It's all about different types of relationships. And naka-relate ako dun dahil malakas din yung kwento dito about yung father-son story and yung father-daughter story. Kaya para sa akin, I think that's very, very interesting.
Thank you, Kuya Dong. Next question is for Direk Dominic. And your question is from Bandera. Direk, how much research did you do for this story? And were there real-life stories or experiences from Baclaran that already felt so intense you didn't need to exaggerate them much anymore?
Thank you muna kay Dong kasi I'm sure there was so much pushback na gawin namin ito sa Baclaran. And with good reason, because like if you shoot there in the morning, it's like every 10 minutes may dadaan na aeroplano. That's not gonna work kapag when you're shooting, it's gonna be too noisy. Pero dahil lumalanding naman, mabilis na tatapos. yung mabilis na nakaka-landing, so you wait like 15 seconds and then wala na ulit yung sound. You have to be able to take within 5 minutes. Pero in terms of research, there wasn't really much research on my part. Pero kasi ito na ako that's my neighborhood, that's my province. Actually, my dad's province. Pero I would say, kwento ko lang muna. Merong character yun ng Mang Delfin. Was an actual person. Doon ako nagpapatahe kay Mang Delfin. Not from Baclaran. Pero sastre siya, medyo ganun yung nature ng job niya. He was a master cutter. He used to work in Bergamo as a master cutter. Tapos ginagawa niya, nag-home service siya. Pupunta, susukatan ka, bibigyan ka ng swatches, pipili ka ng tela, tapos comes back after 10 days, first fitting, tapos kung okay na sa'yo yun, maybe a couple more days, tapos meron ka ng suit. And he was really good, but he's passed away since. Pero dun nagsimula yung inspiration. Sabi, okay, meron siyang access to all these people. So dun ang galing yun. So maybe that was the most basic research that I did. Pero in terms of researching about para sa buong show, I needed to I wouldn't call it research, pero siguro to figure out a way on how to do these action scenes with an action team that was totally kick-ass. Hats off to that team of Action 360, to our action director, si Direct Jonah De Rosario. All of that we had to figure out. Like, how do we do this given this limited time, limited budget? Pero I don't think personally, in my almost maybe 30 years of doing television, nakagawa kami ng action scene quite as big as the one we did in Master Cutter. And that, believe me, I've done quite a number of action scenes. Pero that opening scene, that's hard to top. So we did our research on that, and you know what? I usually say I hope we won't disappoint. I'll revise that for today, for this show. I'm sure we won't disappoint.
Thank you, Direk. We're sure you won't disappoint anyone. And next question is for Miss Max, and your question is from DJ Yoko-chan. Fans are already excited